Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video, and I want to start by exploring something that has been on my mind: the intersection of politics and Christianity and how that intersection can create division. I call this video the Divided Ark. Here, we're going to talk openly, reflect honestly, and try to understand perspectives without getting caught up in party wars. My goal with this channel is to create a space where we can think critically about faith, culture, and society while keeping compassion and nuance front and center. To start, let's reflect on how politics and religion often intertwine in our public discourse. We've seen countless examples of political figures invoking religious language or religious leaders endorsing political candidates. This blending can be problematic because it risks tying spiritual messages to partisan agendas, which can leave people feeling excluded or attacked. Take, for instance, the way some politicians use biblical references in their speeches. While this might resonate with certain voters, it can also alienate others who may not share the same religious background or interpret Scripture differently. It's a delicate balance, and when not handled carefully, it can contribute to what I call a divided ark, where faith becomes a wedge rather than a unifying force. This division isn't just theoretical, it plays out in real ways that affect communities and individuals. I've seen churches split over political disagreements. Families struggle to communicate across ideological lines, and friends drift apart because they couldn't reconcile their faith with their political views. It's heartbreaking to witness, especially when you consider that many religious teachings emphasize love, unity, and understanding. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying that faith and politics should never intersect. Our beliefs naturally inform our values, which in turn shape our political choices. The problem arises when we start to equate our political party with our religious identity, or when we assume that there is only one correct way for a person of faith to engage with politics. This brings me to a broader point about perspective and division. Racism and bias are experienced differently by everyone. It's not just about someone's intentions, it's about the impact of words and actions. Two people can witness the same statement and feel completely different ways about it. Our feelings in these moments don't make us wrong, they make us human. And sometimes, division persists because we aren't encouraged to understand each other's perspectives, which can keep communities from fully connecting. Let's consider an example. Imagine a church leader makes a statement about immigration policy from the pulpit. Some congregants might hear this as a compassionate call to welcome the stranger, in line with biblical teachings. Others might interpret it as an inappropriate mixing of church and state. The same words can create unity for some and discomfort for others, all within the same faith community. This complexity extends to how we view public figures who operate at the intersection of faith and politics. It is possible to respect someone as biblical knowledge while still recognizing that their words or actions may have caused harm. Grief and admiration can coexist with critique and disagreement. This nuanced approach allows us to engage more thoughtfully with influential voices, without falling into the trap of hero worship or complete dismissal. Leadership also plays a significant role in this dynamic. When political or religious leaders show favoritism, acknowledging some individuals or events in ways that appear biased, it can feel frustrating or hurtful to those who are overlooked. Understanding these patterns helps us stay clear-headed and maintain our own moral compass, even when we feel conflicted. For example, a political leader might attend one religious event but decline invitations to others. This choice, whether intentional or not, sends a message about which faith communities are valued in the public sphere. It's crucial that we, as engaged citizens and people of faith, recognize these subtle forms of division and work to create more inclusive spaces. Another topic often misunderstood in this context is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Some people think DE is about giving unqualified people an advantage. That's not true. DEI started as a way to remove barriers for qualified people who were being overlooked, historically white women, and later expanded to include racial and ethnic minorities. It's about leveling the playing field, not giving anyone an unfair advantage. Understanding this helps us see how fairness works in society and workplaces. In the context of faith and politics, DEI principles can actually help us create more welcoming religious communities and more representative political systems. By actively working to include diverse voices and perspectives, we can build stronger, more resilient institutions that truly reflect the breadth of human experience. So what does all this mean for our divided ark? It means we can hold complexity. We can admire someone's knowledge while recognizing harm in their words. We can mourn a loss while still critiquing influence. We can be passionate about our faith without demonizing those who disagree with us politically. The vision, whether in politics, religion, or society, is subtle, but awareness and reflection can help us navigate it thoughtfully. Seeing the full picture allows us to respond with wisdom and compassion. It's about developing the ability to listen, truly listen, to those whose experiences differ from our own. It's about being willing to examine our own biases and assumptions, even when it's uncomfortable. As people of faith engaging in the political sphere, we have a responsibility to lead by example. This means being willing to have difficult conversations, to challenge our own preconceptions, and to always strive for understanding over judgment. It means recognizing that our political views, no matter how strongly held, should never become a barrier to loving our neighbors or serving our communities. We also need to be mindful of the language we use and the way we frame issues. Are we speaking in a way that invites dialogue or shuts it down? Are we presenting our views as absolute truth or as one perspective among many? The words we choose and the tone we adopt can either build bridges or erect walls. In practical terms, this might look like organizing interfaith dialogues that include discussions on social and political issues. It could mean creating spaces within religious communities where people can respectfully discuss different political viewpoints without fear of judgment or exclusion. It might involve supporting initiatives that bring together diverse groups to work on common goals. Transcending political and religious boundaries, education plays a crucial role as well. By teaching critical thinking skills and encouraging people to engage with diverse sources of information, we can help combat the echo chambers that often reinforce division. This is especially important in religious education, where there is an opportunity to explore the rich diversity of thought within faith traditions and how they relate to contemporary issues. As we navigate these complex waters, it's important to remember that unity doesn't mean uniformity. A healthy community, whether religious, political, or social, should be able to accommodate a range of viewpoints while still maintaining core values of respect, compassion, and dignity for all. As my first video, I want to set the tone. This channel is a space for reflection, honest discussion, and understanding perspectives without judgment. If you found this video thought-provoking, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. Let's navigate the ark together thoughtfully, compassionately, and with open minds. Welcome to the journey.